Now they hold up for the night. And then as he's sleeping, we get this. Corporal B. That's who we're talking about right now. That's Vince Bramley. They call him Corporal B a bunch. Corporal B, a voice whispered into the trench. Steve and I came around together. I looked up to see 4 platoon's officer looking down at me. Yes, sir, I replied. Vince, isn't it? Yes, sir. Being asked your first name wasn't unusual between officers and men in the field. Sorry, old boy, bad news for you. In my half-sleep, I couldn't think of anything worse than being woken up. Orders from the boss. We're pulling out at first light and marching to Estancia, he said. Estancia? Where the fuck is that, I asked. It was another 30 to 50 kilometers away, towards Stanley, we learned. Stanley, again, is the capital. Steve and I looked at each other. As we sat in the bottom of our trench, too numb to speak. I broke the silence first. This is getting fucking stupid, Steve. March here, dig there. We're dropping down like flies, and now more. Do or die marching without resting. Steve started laughing at my moaning, his teeth shining in the dark. What are you so happy about? I said. Just the thought of more pain for the cause. Pain. Jesus, he was right. My feet would die before me, I thought. As I drifted back to sleep, I thought of my old corporal who trained me, Corporal Deering. We hated him for his hard methods. He used to say, pain doesn't matter, the mind does the work. He was right, so right. His voice was screaming in my ears now, 4 years later. It was going to be mind over matter. There is wisdom in the para's training methods. I thought briefly of my parents who, over the years, had had a rough time with my slobbish attitude. I had been in and out of all sorts of trouble before joining the army. I said to myself that if I died with a bullet in the head, at least it would be better than worrying them into an early grave with my attitude. But to drop out now and be branded a wanker would be unbearable. I owed a lot to everyone, my old NCO, my parents, and above all, to the lads around me. A para team cannot work without everyone giving their best. It's the lads you fight and work for. You come second.